Welcome to Grind City Wrestling. I am Dustin Starr. This is episode 308. Be sure to follow us on social media at Grind City Media. Take that subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're watching. Check out the archives, grindcitymedia.com/podcast. Last week, Devin was calling for Chris Jericho's retirement. That's 1 week after calling a death to Hulkamania, and unfortunately this time, the followers agree. Maybe it is time for Jericho to hang it up. Check out last week in the archives. Devin looking for Chris Jericho's head. But this week we have huge news, ladies and gentlemen. It's huge news that's going to change the landscape of professional wrestling as we know it today. Let's not waste any time. It is bell time! Introducing my co-host, my tag team partner. He needs no introduction. If you're not following him and you're from the Mid-South, you are missing out. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Walker, baby!
I mean, I guess I did something right on the podcast last week because I had at least a couple people come up to me and let me know about my Jericho take.
Really?
And they, yeah, it was weird.
Hating?
No, they were saying, yo, I saw you yelling about Chris Jericho, and I agree with you. And I was like, I appreciate you.
Are they wrestling fans?
I don't know. I didn't really ask that far. But when they said that they saw me yelling about Chris Jericho, I appreciated it. That's why, that's when the line stopped. Someone says, hey, I saw you yelling about something. I'll use it on ask follow-up questions.
I put a little poll on my story at Dustin Starr on Instagram. By the way, you can follow Devin at Devin_Walker2.
No, don't follow me.
89% said that Chris Jericho should retire.
See, so I was on to something.
Now, when you said Hulkamania was dead and over with,
it was a little.
didn't really agree with that.
I think some people. Hey, look,
they're putting him back out at Saturday night's main event.
CM Punk said on Monday night on Netflix, "You can roll that old man out there, and I will kill Hulkamania myself." So let's just say CM Punk may have saw my promo I cut on the show where I killed Hulkamania. I think he may have been biting my swag.
It may be true, but it was
bite my swag.
Little cheap.
CM Punk's bite my swag.
CM Punk
he wants to be me.
He's getting that low hanging fruit.
He really did
from the Hulk Hogan.
Smart. He tried to be smart. He tried to copy my flow word for word, bar for bar, man. Because I'd throw his ass over too. By the way, I think it's so funny when I see like wrestlers when they because it's Rumble season, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny when I see wrestlers on wrestling shows. Even when you did your Grind City Rumble, they're like, I'm going to throw over 29 other men. I'm like, no, you're not.
Right.
You're not going to throw over 29 other men.
You're going to outlast.
You're going to outlast them, but you're not going to throw over. But, that's just me thinking wrestling's funny.
All right, this Sunday, Matt Riddle's coming to Memphis Wrestling. Are you going to pull up?
No, I'm not going to be there.
Man, tickets are like sold out.
There's a show that I hear that's about to happen, though, that if I'm telling y'all I'm going to be there, then you know it's a big deal. Just be ready. Stay tuned.
Memphis Wrestling show?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, man.
I'll be there. It may be my biggest one, it's my most favorite one you've ever had.
Look, The Rock might be like this, but I'm like this. I'm itching.
Man.
Itching to tell you guys.
When I see that Memphis Wrestling graphic pop up on the Instagram, if it comes to fruition.
Who just called me just a
If
second
it comes to fruition.
Should we tell them who just called me?
No, we can't tell you who. We can't tell you. We can't spoil it.
All right, well,
but if it happens, Devin Walker's going to be there.
This Sunday, Matt Riddle's in the house. It's Super Bout 4. It's our 4-year anniversary blockbuster spectacular. The gun show going one-on-one with WWE ID prospect and Memphis Heritage champion Aaron Roberts. Also, it's Derek King's last match. Do you believe this is his last match?
If you ask the wrong people, yeah.
Right, but it is.
I think it's a wrap for ODK, man. Them, what'd you call them this week? The gorilla punches? What'd you call them?
What? The piston punches.
The piston punches.
That's like old Jerry Lawler, the piston punches.
Yeah. I was watching those piston punches, and they look real.
They weren't pistoning.
They weren't really pistoning it anymore. It was more of a. It was more of a squirt gun.
Oh my
the
gosh.
pistony. Shout out Derek King though, man. Legend in the city, man.
Yeah.
I remember watching you in the Coliseum as a kid.
Oh, with the Mr. Personality.
Yeah, the blonde hair, man. Shout out Cisco. He bitched Cisco swag when Cisco was popping.
Well,
so shout out DK.
The rumor has it, and it's been confirmed by Shelton Benjamin. That's how the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin, was created. He took Derek King's hairdo. He literally told Derek, "Man, I stole it from you, brother."
Can we put that on wax?
What? I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Put that on wax. Jalen, are you? Can you?
Jalen, can you tell him? Jalen, can you tell him what put it on wax means in his earphones?
Make it permanent.
Make it permanent. Put that on wax, man. We
put that on wax.
We need somebody to put that on a podcast so we can put it on wax, man. We need that. We need to make that a reel. Derek King confirms via Shelton Benjamin that the gold standard was created because he stole Derek King's hairdo.
Put it on wax.
There you go.
All right.
So you don't have to do the finger thing.
This Sunday is sold out, but I will be releasing a very, very select few tickets. Also, if you do want to meet Matt Riddle, AJ Francis, and the stars of Memphis Wrestling, you can get a meet and greet ticket only. Doesn't come with a seat to the event, but then also, like I said, I'll be releasing a couple of tickets. This is an exciting time for Memphis Wrestling because February 16th is coming up. It's not on sale yet. I'm waiting to make a huge announcement on that. And then in March, it's going to be awesome. So I just can't wait to release all the details. Speaking of awesome, this weekend or last weekend, Violent J was on Memphis Wrestling. Did you see that?
Yes.
Are you down to clown?
Also, I saw you rapping.
Did you like it?
Oh my God, this guy.
I did that at the morning meeting.
You rapped, bro.
Oh, and
Violent
J stood up.
You know what's so funny?
And was rapping with me, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
It was so funny because like I saw how giddy you were to do it. Like you looked at the hard cam. You were like, oh, this is time. I'm about to do this.
I fed it to him, right? And
yeah.
He goes, well, Shaggy's not here, and I was like, I'm about to sing with Violent J.
This guy's out of pocket. Woo. This guy over here, he's out of pocket.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a good show though, man. I'm a little on the edge of. Never mind. I'll say that for a different show.
What?
But it was a great show though. I'm ready to see. I'm ready to see some new stars emerge.
Well, good.
Memphis Cena, respectfully, I messaged you. I messaged the Gun Show. I don't even know trying to beat me up in real life, but I think I'm just so like.
Somebody's got to step up and beat the Gun Show.
Please.
I hear what you're saying.
I'm so tired of the. I love you, Gun Show. I love you, but it's Memphis. I'm wearing a John Cena Chain Gang jersey, but I think it's Memphis Cena, man. All right, you're Memphis Vince. He's Memphis Cena.
Last thing before we get to the best wrestling that we watched all week. Also, I've got a lot of notes, real good stuff, huge news in the wrestling world. We're going to get to MLK Day game celebration was awesome.
It was great. It was great.
Fantastic. Cheryl Miller, I was just like marking out to see. And it wasn't really, and I don't want to talk a lot of basketball, but it wasn't really because of the basketball. It was for the broadcasting.
Yeah.
Huge fan. And I love Reggie Miller too, brother.
Yeah, we know that the Venn diagram of basketball and wrestling fans don't really cross over.
No. But being there at MLK Day was awesome. My 10th season. I know you were down there in the trenches.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really in the trenches. I was kind of like relaxing. But yeah, let's talk about let's talk about something because you're wearing the colors of something that I want to talk about today.
Ooh, all right, best wrestling we watched all week. Devin, you're up first.
Okay. First of all, I want to say I'm gonna give a shout out first of all to Triple H. They're doing something with WWE right now where they're putting out these rehearsal videos where you see that the creation of the entrances, right? They had the one with the Fatus, and they had one with Penta. Triple H kind of reenacting their entrance and letting guys know. Very much involved. I love to see that. I love the behind the scenes stuff. I think that's super dope. I got Penta went 2-0. Great matchup with Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight. Really love that.
I've got some notes about Penta here in just a bit too.
But I'm gonna go with my best wrestling of the week, and I think it's outside the ring. It's on a podcast. It was Jeff Hardy just laying it all out, right?
Oh, Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet's podcast.
Shout out to CVV. He's got some great stuff out there.
He gets some great guests. He does some great stuff. He did a podcast with Jeff Hardy, right? Where Jeff Hardy really kind of lays out everything, whether at the beginning of his career, just during career, the thing that kind of hits and misses of his career. There was one part of that podcast that really struck my eye.
I'm so glad you brought this up. I am so glad.
And I wore this jersey today because I wanted to address the part when he said that. He said, I don't have the direct quote, but I have a very, very kind of like vaguely, in the area. Jeff Hardy believes that he could have been bigger than John Cena.
Whoa!
Had he been living life differently in his 20s and 30s.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here to tell you, Dustin 5-star.
You capping? You calling cap on this?
I wholeheartedly agree with Jeff Hardy. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to argue very hard on this
I'm going to tell you why. Jeff Hardy, this is the part we're going to clip, by the way. I don't know why I'm saying this. I'm behind the curtain, behind baseball. Down. Jeff Hardy is Black America's favorite wrestler. We ourselves, Jeff Hardy is our crown jewel.
Really?
If you ask any young black person, me and my age group, Jeff Hardy is our top of top.
I had no idea.
The rock star energy, the swanton bomb.
Jalen says facts.
The swag, the music. Jeff Hardy is our guy. If you would have given Jeff Hardy a push the way that you pushed John Cena.
Well, now hold on. Jeff Hardy beat The Undertaker.
He did beat The Undertaker, but I'm saying like
that was a wild feud.
let him do everything, like whether it's the Make-A-Wish, all the things that made John Cena, right? If you would have given him a little bit of that, I think he could have been it. Because like I said, for us, he is our guy.
I had no idea.
Jeff Hardy is our guy. Like I said, whether it's the swanton bomb, whether it's the swag, whether it's the tattoos, whether it's the dinner, or just everything he used to do. We love, the culture loves Jeff Hardy. And I'm here to tell you, Jeff Hardy, you are correct. You could have been bigger than Cena if you would have laid off what you laid off of. I'm here to tell you, I am a Jeff Hardy stand to the day I die, because the Hardy Boys are what's up. So yeah, there you go.
Wow.
That's my. See, I teach you something every week.
Big shout out to Jeff Hardy. I had no idea. What about Matt though? You guys don't like Matt?
We love both of them. The Hardy Boys as a collective was like the culture's tag team.
Look, man,
you know what I'm saying?
These guys are brothers for real, and they were. I don't know how many people argue this, but greatest tag team of all time.
Like we talk about
top 5 and they ain't 5.
They ain't 5. We talk about inviting them to the barbecue. Oh, the Hardy Boys invited to the barbecue.
Bro.
The Hardy Boys can pull up to the barbecue. They can kick it with us all day, every day. I'm telling you, bro, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy are two guys. They've been stamped for a long time in the culture.
I love it.
And shout out to the Hardy Boys, man. Like I said, if you would have been around when a lot of people like my age were young, when you said, who do you want to be on the video game? Everybody picked Jeff Hardy. Boom. When you're wrestling your cousins, when you play that music on your Motorola phone, you played that Jeff Hardy music. When you said, "Hey, what finishing move did you want to have?" It was a swanton bomb. Jeff Hardy's that dude, man. Shout out Jeff Hardy, man.
Love it. Love the Hardy Boys. Greatest tag team of all time. TNA Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Also, they were both World Heavyweight Champions at the same time. So not only did they break the barrier of like a tag team splitting up and you got Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, or we keep talking about the Street Profits, what happens when they split up or whatever, you know, Matt and Jeff both became major superstars in singles. And then you fast forward to Jeff being successful on his own, Matt being successful on his own, and now they've come back together and they're tag team champs.
Yep.
Love it. Best wrestling Devin watched all week.
CVV, man. CVV podcast, man. Jeff Hardy chopping it up on that pod, man. Shout out to
need to get CVV on this podcast.
I would love that.
He has a new interview with Kurt Angle, also the Jeff Hardy. Can't wait to watch. I watched literally from start to finish all of his interviews.
Shout out to him, man. He does a great job.
Best wrestling I watched all week is everything TNA Wrestling. I'm just lumping it all into one. The little engine that could is doing it, bro. So this week, in my opinion, TNA Wrestling has gone from the number 3 top wrestling company in the world to the number 2 because
they take whose spot? AEW?
AEW, WWE, and TNA Wrestling. I'm saying it right here. They took the number 2 spot. WWE and TNA Wrestling announced a multi-year partnership. Can you believe we're in the day and age where WWE is now in a multi-year partnership with TNA Wrestling?
That was a long time where WWE never wanted to act like TNA existed.
I know, and then slowly but surely you hear Mickey James in the Royal Rumble, then Jordan Grace in the Royal Rumble, and maybe they would say something about AJ Styles being a TNA World Champion or something. But now it is official. It's aimed at creating unprecedented crossover opportunities within WWE and TNA programming for NXT superstars and TNA Wrestling superstars. So it says the agreement will enable talent to garner additional exposure across key WWE and TNA programming, including the weekly shows as NXT, Impact, Premium Live Events, and TNA Wrestling pay-per-views, which we saw Genesis over the weekend, and Genesis was absolutely cram-packed. Over 4,000 people in the house for TNA Wrestling Genesis. So everything TNA Wrestling at this point, I am in, brother.
I'm in too. I have one gripe though, and I'll say this as because this weekend, because of that partnership, I went one of the benefits of this partnership. You know what I went and did this weekend? I want to subscribe to the TNA app.
Oh yeah,
on the phone. So I get the TNA Plus on my app.
TNA Plus.
Looking to watch Genesis, but one thing that I hope this partnership kind of helps out is not having to charge $39.99 for your pay-per-view. Because we all know that we can watch WWE pay-per-views for how much?
What is it now?
$9.
Oh, in Netflix, $9.99 or
$9.99.
Yeah.
So I hope this partnership TNA helps you out so you don't have to charge $39.99 for your pay-per-view. But I will say I'm so excited for them because there's so many talents, right? There's so many times we brought up 5-star, a talent in TNA. We've said how long until he's in WWE,
right?
How long until he's in so and so. So now with the partnership, we don't have to wait on it.
Jalen, put this up, the picture of the cram-packed Genesis this weekend. Look at that.
Holy crap.
That is a TNA wrestling event right there.
That's dope, man.
And these guys had small venues.
AEW, take note.
Weren't doing much, and look at these guys, man. And
even on hard camera side.
The entire building absolutely packed. Also, brand new TNA Wrestling World Champion Joe Hendry, a man of the people. Memphis Wrestling believed in Joe Hendry. And there he is, just 2 weeks after competing here, he's the TNA Wrestling World Champion.
We call it the Memphis Rub.
That Memphis Rub.
No barbecue. You feel me?
Shout out to Joe Hendry. Also, man, I want to send out some love to Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, carrying and elevating that championship, leaving WWE, going straight over to TNA Wrestling, winning the World Championship, elevating that title, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you're the champ, when a thing like this goes down, and I know Joe Hendry just won the title, but Nemeth carried this championship all the way to this point. They've got JBL in the mix, and then JBL appearing on Raw. It's just unbelievable. And then Joe Hendry comes out on Busted Open the other day, and they say, what's next for Joe Hendry? And you know what he did? Speaking of your jersey.
What do you do?
Joe Hendry is calling out John Cena.
Bam, bam, bam.
Could you imagine a spot at the Royal Rumble? Like, how I got to do it real quick.
A face-to-face? Oh, wait for it, Jalen. Oh, my gosh, he did it. He did it.
Joe Hendry and John Cena, that would be awesome.
That would be good. That'd be dope. I love the crossover. Like, what is it for it's so interesting because it's like even guys like AJ Francis who got fired from WWE are now basically working in a partnership, right? So he got thrown out the back door just to come through the back door again.
I promise you, though, WWE does like AJ Francis.
Of course. No smut. But it's just interesting situation.
Right. Internet fans are the worst sometimes when they talk about they trust me. WWE loves AJ Francis.
We love AJ Francis too. We love him too, by the way.
We do. Jordan Grace apparently is finished up at TNA Genesis. I guess she's going to WWE.
I love that backstage video.
Oh.
By the way, and also during the match, the crowd
could play this.
You know how racist you got to be to get called a racist in Texas?
Please tell us, because I saw the chants on social media, and it was incredible.
It was great. Tessa Blanchard, you deserve that, buddy.
F you, Tessa.
F you, Tessa. You're a racist. You're a racist.
4,000. That crowd shot that we just showed you. Yeah. All those people were chanting this.
You're
at
a
Tessa
racist.
Blanchard.
And then she wins the match. And I wish we could play the video. But if you watch the video, did you see it?
Yes, when she was thanking everybody.
She thanks everybody. Does not hug Tessa at all.
She puts her head down like this, and it's just like.
Yep. Tessa. Yeah. I just did what I got to do, baby.
Yep.
Have fun with that. But no, by the way, I love Jordan Grace with the blonde hair. She looks great.
The bangs.
Not so much the bangs, but just the blonde hair.
Blonde hair and bangs. She's
not a big bang guy.
She's WWE ready.
Not a big bang guy.
I'm not a big bang guy either. I'm a big Jordan Grace fan.
Okay.
You're pulling it off, man.
Okay, shout out Jordan Grace.
All right,
man.
Listen to this real quick. Listen to this. The TNA Wrestling roster consists of Joe Hendry, Moose, the Hardys, Eric Young, AJ Francis, Crazy Steve, Frankie Kazarian.
Okay, that's you.
Dirty Dango.
Okay, you're losing me right now.
Well, no, I mean, Crazy Steve's been there many, many years. Dirty Dango, WWE guy. Kazarian, AEW guy. Jonathan Gresham, Matt Cardona, Nick Nemeth, Santino, Tommy Dreamer. My point is it's a loaded roster, and that's not even half of them.
Not even half of them. You're forgetting everybody's favorite wrestler.
Who's their wrestler?
The Undead. What's his name? PCO.
Well, he's next on the list. So PCO.
You were talking about what PCO did this weekend?
Apparently is pissed off at TNA.
He's like 85 years old, by the way.
And main eventing pay-per-views for TNA as early as last year. But incredibly, by the way, doing moonsaults and everything. He shows up at GCW, Game Changer Wrestling. By the way,
they're doing an amazing job too, by the way.
Shout out
They've
to
sold more. GCW sold more in Hammerstein Ballroom than AEW did.
Unbelievable job that Brett's doing out there. Yeah. I'd love to have him here to talk about it. But PCO takes a sledgehammer, puts it on a steel chair in the center of the ring, and smashes the TNA Wrestling Digital Media Championship. Now, I would think this is a work. But everybody on the internet is saying no.
The streets are saying it's a shoot.
The streets are saying that PCO is mad.
The streets are saying, first, that was a replica championship. that TNA has the real belt.
Okay.
And two,
Well, that's good.
Two, his contract's about to run out, so he's looking for a reason to be pissed, so he smashes the belt.
Well,
I want to ask you as a promoter, 5-star, how do you handle that situation?
bro, I'd never touch that guy again ever.
That's crazy to say in a sentence. Can you say that a different way?
I would never book him ever again if he did that.
There we go.
Dude, you cannot.
Wow, that's sick.
You can't do that.
You can't smash the belt.
Look, let me tell you guys, a work. The definition of a work.
Oh, I think a lot of people need this definition today, by the way.
The definition of a work.
I wish we could put this on the screen.
Can we?
Well, after we in post-production.
Yeah. The definition of a work is two people or a group of people that are working together to make you believe something that might not be real, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm working and you're not working, it's not a work.
Yeah.
So was this a work or was this a shoot?
I think it was a shoot.
I think it was a shoot too, just based off the internet. It ain't looking good for PCO.
Man, he is like 85 years old. Maybe time to join a nursing home.
Ooh,
respectfully.
Don't clip that. All right, so moving on, Penta. You mentioned Penta earlier, and you're not going to like this, but this is how it is. Penta is a mid-Carter's dream.
Don't put that smut on his name.
It's not smut. Hear me out. Chad Gable, he's a mid-card guy. One of the best they have on the roster. He can go toe-to-toe with Penta. Pete Dunne on Monday Night Raw. What are they going to do with Pete Dunne? Bro, and I don't mean any disrespect, but Pete Dunne is one of those guys that's really good, but what do you do with him?
He's been floundering because he went from Pete Dunne to Butch. Now he's back to Pete Dunne again.
Dragunov, when he comes back.
Oh, they're going to put on a banger.
Man, yeah, they're going to put on a banger. So all these guys that are kind of low-key, Tozawa.
Yeah.
Tozawa is awesome. He's just in this gimmick. And imagine all the TNA wrestling talent that Penta can go against.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really see Penta being in a world championship like story or something, and that's not because of his talent or lack thereof.
Yeah.
It's because there's this whole plethora of guys that can work an exciting extreme style like him. Dude, put him out there and let him go.
But the thing, I feel like two things. One, I think you need a mid card to put together a card anyway.
Yes.
Right? You got to have a high mid card to put together.
Jericho, Malenko,
exactly.
Eddie Guerrero,
the cruiserweight division we talk like big fans of, right?
Yep.
When I was young, when you were in college, old man.
Shut up, boy. Old man, call me up. This man just said when I was in college.
Yeah, old man over here. But no, those are kind of like what we enjoy, right? The mid cards that set you up for the main event.
Yes.
Number two, I think they're getting the Penta the run he deserves, he needs to set up for when his brother joins WWE.
Yeah.
And they make a tag team run and dominate the tag team division.
I just don't want people to get mad that Penta's not a world champion when really Penta is coming in to work with all these great wrestlers.
I think you said it best. I think we need to look at it through the vein of when some of the top talent was in the mid card, right? The guys that we love, the Chris Jerichos, the Dean Malenkos, the Rey Mysterios, the Psychosis.
Yep.
Like those are the guys. Like that is what Penta is, but on a higher level. So see it through that prism, and I think people appreciate it so much more, right?
Imagine this: WrestleMania, Ultimate X.
Yo,
Penta.
if we have Ultimate X at WrestleMania, I'm going to lose my mind.
I don't even understand how you can have a partnership with
gotta,
TNA Wrestling.
Gotta put it in the octagon.
And not put the Ultimate X at WrestleMania. I mean, look, Dragon Lee, Pete Dunne, Gable, Dragunov, Penta. I mean, this is just me off the top of my head. I mean, you could go down the roster.
You can go down the roster. You can even grab some NXT guys. Wes Lee from NXT. Yeah, those are guys that can fly around, right?
Really good stuff.
I'm looking forward to it.
Road to Royal Rumble. It's on the way. It's February 1st. You can watch free at Dave & Buster's. Also February 7th, right here at FedEx Forum. SmackDown is live, and I'm sure it's going to sell out, so get those tickets at the FedEx Forum box office or Ticketmaster. And I did have a note here that CM Punk took the cheap shot at Hulk Hogan. Did you like that, or did you not? Is that...
I think he was listening to Grind City Wrestling.
I do. I feel like it was a cheap jab. I wonder if he had that approved.
I think he saw the clip of me talking about Hulk Hogan's dead, so he said, you know what, that guy Devin Walker's a really smart guy. Let me use this on Monday Night Raw on Netflix. That happened.
Is there anything I'm leaving out this week?
I think this continued New Day situation I love.
Oh, it was really good
where
this week.
Where they play the music, right?
Shut it off, shut it off.
And you just heel out, right? You just come out, shut the music off. We don't want to hear that. And they basically walk their entrance to the ring, right? Without all the colors and the.
They're taking away everything that made them popular.
Exactly. And it's getting them real heat, right? So I think I really, really enjoyed that this week. Because I want to see what's the next step, right? Because obviously the mom hates him.
Is Big E coming?
Rey Mysterio hates him. I don't know, man. I don't know if you need Big E at this point.
Good victory for Kofi over Rey Mysterio as well. I don't think it hurts Rey at all.
Rey's a legend, bro.
One of those things.
Yeah. So, but no, I thought the New Day stuff is cool. That's pretty much it right now. Because you set up next week's in Atlanta, so you got Logan Paul coming back.
Goldberg will probably be there. They're in Atlanta. I mean, if you've had Goldberg and there's a retirement match happening sometime in 2025, I mean, he's got to be in the house. Come on, Devin. You can put up with a Goldberg match.
Do I have to repeat what I said on that promo that ran like 1,000 times at a Hustle game?
Well, go right ahead. And,
I don't remember what I said. What did I say?
Bury Goldberg too.
What did I say?
Bury him too. You've had Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You've had Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
Might as well keep the streak going, the Legend Killer, and go ahead and.
I just don't want to see a Goldberg match in 2025.
Just one last match.
I don't give a damn about that spear or the jackhammer.
Who's it against?
What's buddy's name?
Gunther.
Nah, other buddy that does the spear and the jackhammer too. Where my dogs at?
Braun Breaker.
That guy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Good call.
There you go. See, I'm a fantasy booker.
All right, coming up, we've got a busy week. We've got 2 more home games for the Memphis Grizzlies here at FedEx Forum this week. Can't wait for that. Also, this Sunday, live at the Wrestle Center, it's Super Bout 4, featuring the original bro, Matt Riddle, and, of course, AJ Francis. And then don't forget to tune in this Saturday to Memphis Wrestling. Looks like AJ Francis eliminated Big John Dalton from the Grind City Rumble. Also, Kay Toomer. So might be some problems there. Just give you a little hint. What you got going on this week?
I've seen the graphics. I think it's funny.
Big main match.
Yeah, stop. Can we not do that?
Why are you hating that?
It's so funny. It's just like I think the way you say it makes me laugh. Say it again.
Big main match. I call AJ Francis. I'm like, big man.
Meat on meat match, huh?
It's a meat match.
It's a meat off.
Big meaty men slapping meat.
Jalen, you hear that? That's crazy. But no, you asked me what I got going on this week. I got the same thing that you're doing. I'm watching wrestling. I'm watching Grizzlies basketball. I'm hating. You know, I'm a real big hater of stuff.
Really?
And I'm keeping track of this like local wrestling situation that we got. I won't speak on it right now, but it's forming right now. I enjoy being in the weeds of local wrestling beef. I know as much as you hate it, I enjoy watching because I think it's all funny.
A WWE scout once told me that there's going to be 1 million guns pointed at you, but none of them are going to be loaded.
Hey! Remember that time? In 2013 you got me a tryout at TNA?
Oh my God! Yes, please tell me about what happened. 12 years ago.
All right, we're done because I don't need people clipping this. I don't need them people coming from me, bro.
You started it. All right.
I'm sorry. Cut the pod off.
That's all.
Cut the pod. Jeff Hardy's the GOAT. Jeff Hardy's the GOAT. Yeah.
That's all the time.
Yeah. Cut it.
City Wrestling. I am Dustin Starr for Devin Walker, baby. Saying so long, everybody.
Shouts to the huddle.
Stirring up the pot just before you sign off.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta leave the people with something else. We love a teaser.